Yay!
Hey, season 2.
First episode of season 2.
Hola.
Our Sober Ark. Well, most of us Sober Ark.
Fuck.
Old Vash says he failed already.
Fuck.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
I mean, we all had to fail something in November. I mean, it's No Nut November. We were doing No Booze November. Some people are doing No Shave November. I mean, I failed No Nut November like at 12:04. So, like, it's not a thing that was going to happen.
See, I didn't hear that No Nut November was a thing.
That's been a thing forever.
Not a thing that we were
never heard of.
Well, yeah, it's nothing that we've ever, participated in, but it has definitely been a thing for fucking, forever.
So, here comes our ghost.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. Weekend of the second was our anniversary, and we really didn't do anything, so we sat around, I think, Friday night, played Monopoly and drank booze.
Right.
There she is.
Oh, what he was thinking about it, a couple beers and a pint of Fireball.
Fuck it.
I mean, we split a pint, so I mean, we didn't drink that much.
Well, I mean,
Between two people.
it's about perspective.
Yeah.
I didn't give him a hug.
Oh, thank you.
Well, we can still tink with our.
Well, we'll do tinky tinks with our water and
your beer.
And your beer. There we go.
And Drew's soda.
Drew's styrofoam cup.
See, that whole no caffeine October, it's over.
Didn't make it all the way through October, anyways.
Nope.
I know, I made it halfway though.
Oh, they're saying something.
It was those late nights.
It
It's not my fault. It was late nights.
Whose fault is it? Ours? No.
No.
No, just TikTok bans.
They just TikTok bans.
Yeah, TikTok
It's all
bans.
TikTok's fault.
You made us lose our hair and him fuck up his no caffeine and shit like that. Son of a bitch.
October was a wild month.
It was a wild month.
Yeah, it was definitely something. That's for sure.
Up there this weekend, I walked up next to Mom's chair, and she was sitting there, heard her talking, and waited for a break. I said, "Hey, Ma," stuck my head down, and she looked up, and she see me real close, and she scrubbed the top of my head, and so I was like, "Look," and she was like, "Holy crap!" Like, yep, I cut it off.
Things happen from time to time. So we're officially a week into the carnivore diet. Those of us that are doing it. And me and Romy are a week into the bodybuilding. Well, I'm a week into the bodybuilding instead of powerlifting. Romeo is about 3 days into it, I think. Something like that. I know he said he went to the gym yesterday and did legs. I took a break yesterday because I'd gone like 5 days in a row prior to that. So, I will say I have noticed that I can actually sleep without having all the extra sugars and shit. Like, actually getting tired at normal people times, not at 4 o'clock in the morning and waking up at 6. So that has been a plus.
Good.
I know for me, there's already started to be a change, like midsection wise.
Right.
I mean, it's 13 pounds down. Based off of my scale, if I go off of the scale at the gym, I'm 28 pounds down, which made no sense to me because I started at 383, and then 5-6ish days I was at 370 at my scale, and then this morning at the gym I was 351. I was like, I don't know how this works. One of our scales is fucked up,
Right.
which makes no sense because I've weighed myself at the gym before, and then I've weighed myself when I got home. And they were the same. You know, they were within a pound of each other, so I don't know how there's a fucking 20-pound difference now.
I don't know either.
Yeah, so I'll just stick with my scale at home because it's been the one that's been the most consistent.
Right.
So I was gonna bring that with me today and I forgot.
Well, we got a scale from Walmart. Didn't realize until after we purchased it, but it has a 300-pound limit, so your big ass didn't get on it.
It'll be alright. It goes 300 pounds. You just gotta count it again. But
Just Sharpie it when it comes back around.
right. Alright, this is where I started on this scale. The only thing that I am concerned about is maybe not necessarily, well, I guess it's not really a concern, is I may not actually lose weight like I thought I was going to.
I don't think you're going to. I've done some more research.
I think I'm going to actually gain weight.
Yes.
I'll lose the fat. But I think I'm going to actually probably gain weight. I'll probably be up into the 400s by the time it's done.
Damn.
But, and that's not a big deal. I mean, I was shooting for powerlifting. I was where I wanted to be was about 405, 410. So if I can get 400 and, have, proper muscle definition, I'm okay with it. So.
Well, that's the thing that the research I did. This diet's actually designed to be like a 6-month diet.
Well,
That first 30 days is just body adjustment period.
Yeah, and you get a lot of the the intermuscular water that goes away, and that's where a lot of people see that first big weight loss.
Yeah,
is all the water weight gets out and all the sugar and glucose and stuff works its way out of your system, so you're not dealing with all that, which is fine because I'm a week into fucking bodybuilding, and given the shoulder issues and stuff that I have, I'm still gonna train to set the record like I was trying to before.
Right.
But I think I'm going to do more bodybuilding focused for everything else. Mm-hmm. Like I'll still do my real heavy benches. Like I'll bench twice a week. And do one that's a bodybuilding style day, and then do one that's a full strength training day that's still my 550 pounds.
Right.
And then just see if I can work those both together to maybe get my shoulders to not be so fucked off like they have been. So they have been getting worse again.
When I was talking with Mom about it, she's like, well, what is your goal? I said, well, my goal is not necessarily to lose weight per se. It's reshaping my figure. And she said, man, that's going to take a lot more work than, I don't know if you're willing to do it. I said, well, it's going to take more work than this month is going to have in it. So, because I want to get rid of my gut in that midsection weight, because it basically went from here, my shoulders, to here.
No.
And I want to put it back. That's is my goal.
And I started working cardio into everything, and especially because of having the enlarged heart and everything, it's something that I've needed to do for a long time, anyways, since the stroke. And I will say my heart so far has adjusted really well. Mm-hmm. I mean, I started off at just like a mile and a half an hour, just walking for 10, 15 minutes and doing an incline, starting at 0 and working up 1, going to 2. And I mean, after 2 days of that, I was like, fuck this. And I just went to 2.5 miles an hour, which is most of our normal walking pace.
Yeah. And
just started at a 10. I'd do 2 minutes at 0, do a full incline at 10, and I just knock it down 1% until I get down to 0. And I do 2 more minutes at 0, and then the cool down, which is 3 minutes where it gradually slows it down.
Yeah.
And when I started doing that, like the first day that I started cardio, my heart rate was 130, 135 after 4 or 5 minutes. Now throughout the whole thing, it's maybe 118, 119. So
Right.
I'm going to start slowly bumping it up to eventually being at a decent jog about halfway through, and do that for, part of the incline and then part of the coming back down.
See, I'm not starting my cardio until next week. I want to get through this weekend, get through tomorrow, Saturday. And I'm not starting my full push till next week.
Yeah.
And I'll be doing counted rowing. So it'll be like what you're doing on the treadmill, only it's all rowing. So
I like row machines. If there was one, if Brandon had one at the gym, I'd definitely do that a lot. I like the fucking.
I like the workout that it gives.
Yeah. It's good back.
Because
workout,
it's a full body workout depending on your technique and how you're doing it.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it is I can do my cardio on my couple of days a week and still get a workout by doing that cardio.
Yeah.
And it does miles and speed and time elapsed and the whole 9 yards, and has resistance to it because they're the ones up there are water.
Yeah.
They're not.
Where you starting to
pulls.
go again?
Right up here at Cash Road Square. Was it Planet?
The Planet.
Yeah.
Planet. I mean, everybody dogs on Planet, and I've dogged on Planet too. It's not a terrible gym for a big commercial gym.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the rules are fucking dumb.
Well,
but
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can't wear a tank top.
Well, you can. You can't wear a stringer like the little bit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
The grunting and shit like that, I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, if you're lifting heavy,
It happens.
you're gonna grunt.
Right.
Sorry, I've seen some of the strongest people in the world lift, and they're gonna grunt, and it's weight that they know they can do. I mean, hell, even 400 pounds, I know I can do well over that now, but especially that 4th or 5th rep at 400 pounds, it's like, Yeah, motherfucker, you gonna get up there.
Right,
You get tired. I mean, goddamn half of us grunt getting out of a chair. So, you know what I mean? That's kind of how it goes.
Well, and even that sometimes that puff of air out, like when I'm rowing,
Yeah.
that can sometimes come out as a grunt. I'm like, okay, I definitely gotta
Like
find
alarm.
I gotta find a new place to go because this is ridiculous.
I do want to get kicked out of Planet though. I still think it would be fun.
Yeah, but I think you need to go in and just start using the machines as like lifting machines, like we joked about in Pensacola.
Yeah.
When you were trying to do your work, I was like, dude, you're gonna have to lift the machines in there.
I was so mad the couple times I went to that little fucking gym at the resort that we stayed at. Nothing there was heavy enough to get me through a warm up.
Get it through a warm up.
Like even the chest press machine, the highest it went was 175 pounds.
He got a better warm up in the pool than he
Yeah.
did than he did fucking from the machines.
I was like, damn, I should have just gone down to the bar and be like, hey, can I just move y'all's tables around? Like, these are probably heavier than that shit that's in the machines. But I mean, granted, it was majority older people that were staying at that resort.
True.
You know, rich people with lots of money. I mean,
Yeah, they're in that weight room and that workout room for show more than anything. Look, I'm working out because they're all windows too.
yeah.
Over the whole thing, and the indoor pool windows all the way down the line. You walk by, you see people doing their stuff or not. It's empty. Which
I know.
most of the time we were there, it was empty.
I got weird looks whenever people would walk in and I was in there. Just because I'd have, their biggest dumbbell was 50 pounds. I had it strapped to the push down machine for doing triceps, and this 50-pound dumbbell just kind of like jerry rigged on the side of it because they didn't have any actual like free weight plates. It's 75 pounds. Like I finish out my burnout sets with 200 pounds on the one at home. Like this is just not heavy enough. So
I mean, it was a little better than a hotel style, but not much.
yeah, not much at all. I mean, the amount of machines that they had was about the same. It was definitely cleaner than a hotel style because there was somebody that went in there and like picked shit up and cleaned it and stuff. And they don't do that at hotel gyms.
No.
At least not the cheap hotel gyms that I'm used to staying at. I don't have that kind of money to go to a bougie fucking hotel that's got like a full fucking workout facility in it.
The ones that we can afford.
Yeah, that's
Well,
fucking
you guys have a
ridiculous.
gym's like a treadmill and like a fucking broomstick with some
Right?
car batteries attached to it or some bullshit.
Shit, that might be better. So,
Some bricks and a broomstick.
Right.
Use at your own risk.
yeah.
At Walmart
Got
next
cinder
time.
blocks and a fucking mop handle, and you just gotta stack cinder blocks on each side of it.
We'll
You gotta have a buddy so it doesn't.
We'll hit Walmart next time and buy a bunch of those 3-gallon refillable water jugs and just start strapping those to you.
No shit. So we are not banned on TikTok anymore.
Yay!
So that is a thing. That's good. I did the live today. You jumped in on. I talked to you a little bit about that earlier. We'll do. I think it'll be much easier for us to not get banned being sober too.
Probably.
Because we won't. We filter ourselves a little bit better whenever we're at least sober.
I mean, if that's what you want to call it.
So- well, okay, we don't filter ourselves. The words that we use are slightly changed.
You understand the
not
words
filtered.
coming out of my mouth?
Just, we use better English when we're sober as opposed to, fuck you, this is what I'm going to say, because this is what my brain meat thought. So,
Well, I guess we'll find out.
yeah, we'll see.
We're gonna find out later tonight for the after hours. We've started doing after hours.
Yeah.
Whenever we do a recording, we have at least a short after hours for a little bit, and it's usually live on TikTok if we're not banned.
Yeah. We've gotten through one without getting
It's
banned.
gone through one without getting banned.
Out of 3.
Yep.
So, I mean, I've made it through a lot of fucking lives without getting banned, but that was sitting at work.
Yep.
So there's not a whole lot for me to get banned sitting at work. But, I mean, if I forgot I was live and just started ranting and raving off camera, oh yeah, 100% get banned fucking almost immediately. But, yeah, I think I also turned on the comment moderation, so it won't, we'll be able to see them, but nobody else can.
Yeah.
So we can see if it's like something that we want to approve or one of our moderators can.
Right.
And with the being up there and as fast as it moves whenever we're doing it, hopefully we just don't see it at all because it's, you know, they're super bright whenever you can see them, but if they're the ones that are filtered, they're super dim and they're almost see-through, so they're really hard to see. Like I was sitting there looking at my phone, I was like, fuck does that say? I was right here, you know, I'm this fucking far away, so being up on the TV,
Yeah.
it'll be far better.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well, we're gonna try it and see
Yeah.
how this format's gonna work for us.
Yeah.
I guess we should probably remind everybody we're doing, you know, Sober November, and some
Yeah.
of us are doing Sober November, and some of us are also doing carnivore diet, or like I'm doing modified carnivore diet.
mine's
For the week.
slightly modified.
And workouts.
I don't know if I could actually do it. I
Carnivore
couldn't do both of them together. I have to have some kind of sugar intake, right? Like steady sugar intake.
Right.
Oh, yeah, for blood sugar and shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can see that, but from what I've seen,
Honey, you could use honey.
well,
Yeah.
but from what I've seen though,
You're not supposed to.
a lot of people that are diabetics have done the diet for that 6 to 8 to 9 month period and have been able to get completely off of whatever intakes that they were doing
Well, and-
previously.
Oh yeah, mine's
'Cause
not
body
because
adjusts.
they're going high. Mine's because they're going low.
Yeah.
It's just random and incrementally. It doesn't do it often enough for me to actually be able to go to the doctor and be like, hey, my shit does this. Like once in a blue fucking moon, but when
Yeah.
it does it, it fucking.
Yeah, see, if, like for you, if you were gonna do it, I would say get those like the little peanut butter packets.
Oh yeah.
Where I mean, now granted, you know, you're not supposed to have peanut butter when you're on it, but for like quick sugar,
Yeah.
that's not gonna be like there is
And
not
if that's all you're
complex
doing,
carbs
yeah.
and shit
Yeah.
like that. And it's the same for me. Like I have to take in so much goddamn protein. I would literally eat all of my food in 2 days if I was doing it off of straight meat.
Right.
I mean, goddamn, in 4 days I've gone through 6 of those family-sized deals of the deli meat because that's just if I'm hungry but I'm not going to eat or it's too late to really make a meal.
Snack time,
I'll
yeah.
just get some of those and fucking munch on that. Like, all right, cool, I can at least go to bed. Well, so for me, because I have to have almost 400 grams of protein in a day, I use my protein powder. So
I'm not interrupting you. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go get it so I don't forget to give it to you. I got your hot wings.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I still use my protein powder, and it's only, it's 49 grams of protein in the 4 scoops, and then I'll do 1 or 2 of those a day. Like I've been doing 1 in the morning and then 1 about lunchtime. That way I don't have to really eat during the day, and then I can eat a good meal
Right.
whenever I get home.
Gotcha.
So
The cool thing about these is they're actually decent hot. So, like, even for him, they're not filling, but one, it's satisfying because they're a good hot link as
Yeah.
opposed
Yeah.
to like Hillshire Farms or anything like that. Yeah, I got that same pack and I've already gone through half of it. And I only eat like half of one for a snack. Like I said last night, I had 3 scrambled eggs, 1 of the long smoked sausages, and some onions,
oh yeah, 1 gram of carbs per
and a little bit of cheese.
Yeah.
And that was at fucking 10:30 at night.
13 grams of protein in each one.
I've gone through more eggs this last week than I have in the last 3 months combined.
Yeah, I need to set those in the fridge.
Yeah. I could not believe the price of eggs when I went to get one of the big
Yeah.
multi-flats.
Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me?
We
For
just
eggs?
need to build a chicken coop, man.
Right?
Just get
Figure
some
this shit out.
get all some farm fresh eggs and just every day everybody gets a haul of whatever they lay. It's like, all right, here we go. It's
Hey, if there's only
Here's-
6, I
here's
guess we're going to be
yours.
fighting over eggs.
right. So here's yours till we rotate back to your day.
But, so yeah, I mean, I'm doing cheese and gravies and some sauces. That's my modified. And then twice a week, I am doing normal sides. So I'm not doing the no sides. I'm doing limited sides.
My sides are bacon. That's literally been everything I've eaten. That's my side is just bacon.
You know, the onions, sauteed onions and mushrooms. I'm not doing potatoes, but I am doing some of the other like rice-a-roni type sides and things like that. They're lower in the sugars and the carbs. Keeps me more satisfied.
Right.
That's
I'll be better on it long term that way.
Yeah, my protein shakes have been my saving grace throughout the day. Because that first day, I bought one of those deals, the big like pound of beef jerky that you get, like the fucking Love's beef jerky.
Yeah.
That shit's gone up so goddamn much. I remember back in the day you could get that for like $30.
Yep.
It's $71 now.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
When we went
I
to
could
see
sit
Mom
there
on
and eat that
Tuesday,
all
or
fucking day, and I've just eaten $70 worth of beef jerky.
in a day. Yeah.
It was hell last time I saw someone was going to grab one until I saw the price. It was just one of the, decent sized, smaller bags, medium bags.
Yeah.
Like
$15
$19,
dollars.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
no, I'm good.
Yeah.
And the made in Oklahoma ones are like 19, 20, 21 bucks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, I don't think so.
And it's fucking shitty because the stuff you get at Love's, that's $70 fucking now. I can drive an hour and a half to the Robinson's fucking beef jerky place and get that same tub for like $28. It's the same shit. That's where they get it from. It's from the Robinson's fucking. Yeah, it's out towards just past Shawnee. You drive straight down 40 East and you'll see the big sign that says Robinson's beef jerky. Fucking, you can get all of it here. Yeah, you can get that giant fucking tub for like $29.
Damn.
But no, you go to Love's because they want to jack the price up on everything. $71 fucking dollars. I was like, I bought that. Gabe, I got, because Gabe went with me to the gym that day. So I bought that, my little C4 pre-workout deal, because that's the one that I've found that it doesn't have any sugars, it doesn't have any carbs, doesn't have anything in it except for the beta-alanine and the vitamins and shit. So I'm still drinking those. So I bought the beef jerky, that, and 2 honey buns for Gabriel, and a chocolate milk. I spent $91 at the gas station. They rang that up. I was just like, I wanted to go home and fucking cry. It's like, I didn't get gas.
Right.
What the fuck is going on? I spent $100 fucking dollars on this much shit at a gas station. I was like, what in the actual fuck just happened here? Like, so you just want to take this fucking tub and just shove it up my ass? Like Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, remember, I've got that 6-stack, 12-inch, 6-stack dehydrator. Food dehydrator.
Yeah.
And I told you I would smoke you guys some meat. You just guys got to buy the meat in the wood.
That's what me and JP
And I'll smoke it.
Me and Romeo were talking about that the other day about getting a big ass fucking brisket and just coming over here and having you bringing it to you and having you smoke it. That way we could all kind of have a little bit of it and
Yeah.
last us for a few days. We had brisket sandwiches, brisket.
What I'm doing though is I'm not doing any bread.
Yeah.
Not doing any bread, not doing any pasta. And I'm keeping my weekly carbs under 9. Now,
Pasta's hard.
some of the daily allowances are like 12 per meal. And a lot of people don't realize that. So my portions on that stuff, like soft tacos, I can do 3 tortillas.
All right.
Keep it under 4 with just those 3 tortillas. That leaves me some more for later in the week.
All right.
Is how I'm doing mine modified.
I think in the last week I've had like 350 carbs. And the carb withdrawal is real.
Oh yeah, yeah. The first few days, no sides whatsoever, just straight meat.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I need to modify this a little bit, otherwise I'm not gonna stay on this.
That was why I started kind of working my way into it beforehand, because I knew if I just went straight to it, I was going to fuck myself, and I'd make it about 3 days. So I've been technically on a modified for 3-ish weeks now, but full on minus the protein powder for a week. But it's, I mean, I've talked to a couple people, like I talked to Mick, he did it, he supposedly did it last month, and no. Last month before last.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, I'm doing the carnivore diet and this, that, and the other. But then he'd be having his, his rum and Coke or fucking, they'd be munching on the candies and shit that's at the bar. It's like, no.
Right. No. Yeah. All that is so bad.
Yeah.
For that diet.
Like
That's
you
so
say,
bad.
this is the only thing you're doing, but you've had 4 handfuls of these little fucking of these little candies that are nothing but concentrated sugar.
And,
So
and 5 rum and Cokes.
you're completely negating everything that this fucking diet is for. It's supposed to be for no sugars, none of that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, but this is all I'm doing. I mean, the only thing I'm eating is steaks and blah, 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 blah. It's like,
But there's a
Cool.
limit per day. I
Right.
mean,
but every day you're eating fucking peanut butter filled pretzels or fucking candy. And when you're at the bar for fucking 10 hours,
Yeah.
like, you kind of, he was like, we were talking about it the other day whenever I was up there before I went to Roosters on Sunday. He was like, yeah, honestly, I didn't feel any different. And just in my head, I was like, I wonder fucking why. Wonder fucking why.
like they got this new little dinner thing they added up there at the plant. It's macaroni and cheese with like Tabasco hot chicken chunks or something in it.
Mhm.
That's so it for what the shit they bring there, it's good. I ate like two of them the other fucking day. And I was like,
It cost you like $24.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, in the
like
canteen.
$4 or $5 each. But I was like, think of that, peanut butter fucking crackers and a soda. I'm just like, they're on this fucking diet, and I decimated probably what they could have in a week in one fucking sitting.
You actually did. Yep.
They
You
were
did.
like, I
One
looked
sitting,
at
what
the
we do in a
fucking-
week.
all the
One
protein,
more.
carbs, and sugars and shit. It was a bunch. I was like,
What I'm gonna need you to do is I'm gonna need you to get like 9 of those big ass fucking breakfast burritos that they have,
oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
and bring them to me. That way I can just take them out of the tortilla and just put it in a bowl. And then I can just
Yeah.
eat one. Just one bowl of it.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Well, it's like at lunch the other day with Mom. I took my club sandwich apart. I was like, "What are you doing?" Like, I'm on this diet. Well, why'd you get a sandwich? Because I get all this meat. It comes in a club.
Right.
Get all this cool meat. It's different meat. It's bacon and I got the white cheese and the ham and the turkey and all that stuff. I just don't have to eat the wheat.
Not gonna lie, I can't wait to actually go to a restaurant and sit down and eat. I'm gonna order a steak. And they're like, "What do you want for a side?"
Steak.
Another steak.
I'll take 4 sides of bacon.
Just give me 2 steaks and some bacon. You'll be fine.
But like one of my modifications also is instead of eating potato chips, I'll do pork rinds. Which we have to go get more pork rinds tomorrow.
That's not a modification. That is completely okay to eat on the fucking
pork
carnivore
rinds.
diet.
As long as they're cooked in fat, not vegetable oil.
I don't give a fuck. It's pork rinds.
They said pork rinds.
Pork rinds is pork rinds to me. I got 2 of the fucking tubs of them the other day, and
Chicharrones!
yeah. I ate about half of both of them, and then I just dumped them together because I got the regular ones. Well, I mean, over the
Now that's
course,
not good, brother. It's supposed to do it by portion.
well, no, over the course of the last like 4 or 5 days, I ate about
Okay.
half of both of them.
Okay.
And then I just
you made
like-
it sound like you did it in one sitting.
I was like, well, I got regular ones and I got barbecue ones. I was like, just dump one into the other and just shake it up, and now it's a surprise.
He's going live, just tub in his lap, just
Right.
munching.
Nom, pork rinds.
So hungry.
I will say I really haven't been too hungry because when I eat, I eat.
Right.
I eat quite a bit. Like if I make hamburger patties, like I'll make 4 or 5 hamburger patties, and the ones that I get, the 97.3, I mean they're like 22 grams of protein in each one.
Right.
So I'm getting 100 plus grams of protein in that one meal, and then I'm still making probably a half a pound of bacon, but for my side, but.
But that's what cracks me up is we go look at that beef jerky. Okay, and that store-bought, like Jack Link's beef jerky is only like 12 grams of protein for the normal size bag.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know there's more meat in there than just 12 grams of protein, but that's all you get, the whole bag.
Yeah.
It's only like 1.5 or 2 grams of protein per serving, which is like 1 ounce.
That's one of the good things about the Loves, that expensive shit. It is 25 grams of protein per serving,
Right.
and there's 12 servings in the tub.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of protein out of it. Like, it's properly made, like
Good.
good dehydrated beef jerky. It's just so fucking expensive.
But you got to be
That's
careful
the
with the
problem.
Jack Links because you can get the 12, you can get a 26, and you get a 72, all in the same size bag. They're all in the same size bag. It just depends on, and it's like, what are they doing to add to that 72
Right.
that they don't have in the 12?
Smaller pieces.
So,
They're just throwing little sprinkles in there with it.
and they advertise it as 72 grams protein for the whole bag. That's not per serving.
Right.
I guess you gotta eat the whole goddamn bag.
Well, I usually do.
Same.
I mean, I'll sit there and munch on it for 30 or 40 minutes and just keep eating it. I could not, if I'd been a cowboy in the Old West, that would have been, I'd had to keep it in the saddlebag behind me where I couldn't reach it. Because I'm a jerky eater. If jerky's there, I eat it.
Well, that's like, I got, whenever I took Gabe to the city on Wednesday for his doctor's appointment, I knew I wasn't gonna stop and get, I was gonna stop and get him food, but I wasn't gonna risk fucking ordering me something from fast food and trying to pick it apart while driving. I was like, nope, not gonna, because I know I'll just fucking eat it because I'm
Right.
fucking irritated and trying to drive. So I bought that fucking, I bought that big ass thing of jerky. And I had to stop myself about halfway back. I was like, I'm not gonna have none of this shit left. So I just fucking threw it in the back seat. Like,
Got the most expensive jerky on the goddamn market.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be gone before I even get to go home.
still only lasted me till Friday, and that's because I left it at work Thursday. That was what I ate at work Thursday.
Sausages and brats, they have a little more carbs in them than I generally like, and a little more fats in them than I generally like, but they're very good, easy, quick snacks.
That's because they're processed, though.
Yeah, but I go
You're
in.
you're supposed to avoid all processed foods.
It's the modified.
Yeah. Well, it's like
I can't afford to do it strictly. I cannot afford to do a
Yeah,
strict
that's what I was
carnivore
thinking.
diet.
No
I
way I
can't
could do
afford.
well, it's like I still drink the regular milk, and then like I mix chocolate milk with my protein.
Yeah.
You know, and fucking, even though oddly enough, chocolate milk is actually better for you than the regular whole milk when you look at it in
Yep.
the nutrition wise. It has less sugars, less everything else. So, like, fuck yeah, chocolate milk for the win. Like, we're gonna get 9 gallons of this and just stuff this fucking. And those will be gone in about 3 days.
Just don't let Gabe know you got it.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, we're
I tell him, I was like, this is my milk. The pre-made chocolate milk is mine, motherfucker. I will make you yours. That's what I have the syrup for.
Like the last time I was there working on floor, okay, he kept hour and a half. We were just painting. Hour and a half. Every 3 minutes, Gabe coming into that room, either wanting to help or wanting chocolate milk.
Well, fucker's a chocolate milk fiend, that's for sure. I'm upset with my mom. She bought orange soda, which is fine. Which is fine because I cannot drink soda. I haven't been drinking much soda for the last few months anyway, so that's not a big deal. But that Gabe got a sip of it, and now he's like, "Can I have soda?" No, you can't. It's 7 o'clock at night. Fuck no. You can have, you know what? You can have one of those in the morning after you brush your fucking teeth, and I gotta send you off to fucking school, and they can deal with you. So,
Nice. I was gonna ask how's that going?
it depends on the day. I think he likes it, and he's just being a stubborn little shitbag like his dad. And he's like, nope, didn't like it. You're gonna fucking deal with it.
You're gonna do it anyway.
So,
No real complaints from staff or principals or cops yet.
teacher said he was hitting a little bit, but when I asked him about it, he said that some of the other kids were picking on him. And I was like, look, as much as it pains me to say this,
I can hear it coming already.
like, just you're gonna have to tell the fucking teacher, man.
You're gonna have to tell. You're gonna have to
I
rap.
was like, look, dude, coming from me, this is the worst fucking advice in the world because I don't follow it at all. You just have to tell the teacher if somebody's being mean to you. It's like, you can't hit them. And he's like, but why? I was like, save that for high school. Just
Right.
wait. Just wait. So, but no, it wasn't even a complaint, but the biggest thing that his teacher said was like, he asks a lot of questions. And I was like, oh, I know.
Oh, I know. We get
I'm
that.
aware.
That's why he's here now.
Yeah. Like, you guys can answer these questions in a way that he can understand, and I cannot. So she's like, he's doing pretty good other than this, the hitting problem. I was like, I'll talk to him about it, and he's gotten better, I guess, the last couple of days. So finally, I told him, I was like, if the teacher tells me anymore that you're hitting anybody, you're just not going to play the PlayStation anymore. Period. End of story. Until I get a week's worth of you not hitting anybody. So.
That's right. Take away the games.
Fuck yeah.
Accountability, consequences. Yeah. That would work with even his mindset. That would work. Accountability and consequences.
Gotta take away them
I mean, you
games.
can't send him to jail.
I mean, I could turn his room into a jail, but just got slits in his door.
Got a cot and 3 meals.
Eh.
Well, it would
They
pick.
won't see it till the next inspection anyway.
The shitty part
next
about
year.
it is, if I did that, he would end up just going to sleep in his room, but he'd go to sleep in his room at 5:30 at fucking night, whenever he's
Right.
in trouble, and then he'd wake up at 2 o'clock in the goddamn morning. I'd have to fucking deal with him. Like, because I'm starting to wake up, like, starting the day, got my alarm set for 4. That way I can go to the gym before I got to take him to school, so I can get to the gym about 4:30, work till about 7, with decent breaks in between, and then that gives me time to get home, get him up, get him dressed, and then get him to school, and I can take a nap before I go to work.
Right, yeah.
So, like, if he starts going to bed at fucking 5:30 at night, like, I don't know. He did that first day he went to school, he got in trouble because he had an attitude. I knew he was tired. He wasn't used to being up that fucking early. He wasn't in his room for fucking 3 minutes. He was rocked out on his bed. I was like, no. You wake up. You wake your little ass up. Come on. I just kind of picked him up and took him in my room and tossed him on the bed. I was like, you staying the fuck awake till at least 7. You go to sleep at 7, we're golden. That's when you should be going to 7, 8 o'clock is when you should be going to sleep anyways.
Right.
not 11:30, 12, 1, 2, depending on the fucking day. So.
Well, I mean, there's still a lot of school year left. We'll see how he does.
Yeah, I mean, and he's barely a week in. I mean, he only went 2 days last week because he was sick last week after his doctor's appointment. Because he was running a fever at his doctor's appointment. So he didn't go to school Thursday because he was still running a fever. And Friday, you could tell he was feeling a little bit better, but he was still super snotty. He's fucking coughing and congested, and he was still running just a hint of a fever. I was like, no, I'm not going to risk it. And then Saturday, he was, for the most part, better. And Sunday, you could tell he was fine, other than still having a little bit of a runny nose. He's like, do I got to go to school tomorrow? I was like, yeah, it's Monday. He's like, I don't feel good. I was like, that's how I know you're not dumb, because you've already figured out that you're sick. You don't got to go to school. Well, guess what? You ain't going to fool me, motherfucker. That's not how that's going to work.
Well, and that's what I told Ruth. Ruth was like, so are you going to go work on the floor? Nope, Gabe's sick. She's like, what? Yeah, Gabe's not feeling good. Gabe's sick. I'm not going to go work on the floor. It's like, well, why not? I said, I can't afford us to get sick. I said, I will shoot for next week. I said, but I am not going to be around Gabe when he's sick. Not happening. That little boy snots all over everything and everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever notice that whenever kids get sick, everybody gets
Everybody
sick?
gets sick. Yeah.
But like you could be around an adult who's got coronavirus, and then everybody's fine around him except for them, and you're just like, what? Really? Snot nose over there. Snot nose over there's got a cold with barely a fever, and now I'm laid out in bed for a week.
Right.
Well, like
What's the deadliest virus on the planet? Oh, God! I'd
like,
be around a fucking group of 300 people. It doesn't matter.
well, like the last time I remember Gabe getting sick, he was sick for like 7 or 8 days in a row.
God damn.
And then Pam got sick. And then he got sick, and I was like, no, I am not, no, I am not coming around you mofos.
Started walking around with holy water and crosses.
Well, I mean, Pam's
That
immune system's
that
not the
might
best
catch
in the
the house
world
on
anyway.
fire if there's holy water and fucking crosses in my house.
But, yeah, nope.
I thought that was funny. My mom's, she had that. You remember that fucking big ass turquoise cross that was hanging up in the living room? That was my mom's from the first time she lived there. And again, she said something about it. I was like, honestly, I forgot that fucking thing was there. And as soon as I acknowledged it, it fell.
That was an Oklahoma earthquake.
Right?
Right.
If that's not a sign to get that out of the fucking living room, I don't know what the fuck is. But
Alrighty.
Awkward it is for me on fucking Amy's nightstand. We've got like a fucking 15-inch tall Jesus, fucking like outside porcelain fucking figurine or whatever. And it's like, well, I mean, if he's always watching, he's done seen it before anyway. just turn him towards the wall.
fuck that, mount a GoPro on it.
I was going to say.
You want to launch now, motherfucker? Now you're going to record too.
Get some of those little itty-bitty cameras and put them in his eyes.
Jesus makes my porn videos.
Why is my
Filmed
Jesus...
by Jesus himself.
Right.
Why is my Jesus blinking? I don't know, babe. I don't know. Just don't worry about it.
Push a button and the camera shutter.
It's blinking.
Right. Oh, fuck. Whee.
Alrighty. Good times. Great
Yeah.
oldies.
So, on the whole TikTok ban thing, I was talking to Lady today. I figured it's just a decent topic for us to talk about while we're on here, because it's something to talk about.
Alrighty.
She was saying, like what I told you earlier, with the like plastic cups, which we're not going to do that anyways, but we'll try to be more conscientious about having like our koozies and shit on it, so it's not just blatantly a beer bottle or a beer can.
I got
When
plenty
we
of them at the
go,
house.
when we go live, we got a shit ton of them here too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got that whole little fucking.
Get the whole little basket
thing
over there, right?
Yeah, we got a ton of them. And then one thing which we have talked about before that we've just forgotten to say so that it's out there is that we got to make sure, because it is for a podcast and shit like that, we got to make sure we say that these are just opinions and for entertainment. Like, it's not shit like that. That way it's out there and it's been said.
Entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
IMHO.
Yeah.
Make our disclaimers. If you haven't been offended, you will be. This is just my opinion. for entertainment purposes
Damn
only.
it, my wallet's in the car. I was going to show you guys the card.
We're going to make you laugh.
It's
Yes.
actually a super good quality card, too. Like, it turned out way better than I thought it was going to.
Yes.
Did you see the picture of it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, it turned out way better than I thought it was going to.
I figured you would have got the white privilege card though.
No, I am going to get.
Ready to say that, yes,
I am
I'm
going
white.
to get my. I am going to get the. I was invited to the cookout and my black card though.
I was invited to the
I
cookout.
was waiting till I got somebody that was going to get us the certified asshole coin or something like that.
Yeah.
I kept
Oh.
seeing on my Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to get us all one of these at
Yep.
some point.
So
I
what-
haven't ventured onto the site to see how much they actually are because they were cheap enough. I know my dumb ass. I'd just go ahead and get them whether I had the money or not.
Those challenge coins. Yeah.
So what? Am I the
I'm an
representative for the
asshole
black
or
people?
something.
Yep.
No, man, you're a beaner.
I don't think my hair would agree with that. Even though
my
even-
hair would agree with that.
Even
Nice.
though like the water beads off it and everything, you know, it kind of makes me faster swimming.
Yeah, my buddy back in.
You just
back
keep
in
telling
the
yourself
day,
that.
you'd swear he walked across the fucking border.
Right?
And he's like this is like 10-ish years old or whatever. Super dark complexion, kind of general facial features, like short curly black hair. He'd pegged him for it all day long, and well, I didn't know for the longest time that his parents were his step parents. He was adopted by him. And I'm just like looking at Bob's big old dude about like fucking Drax and damn, her name just slipped. God damn it. Anyway, Mom, she's
Carmelita.
little sweet little lady who's like a just pasty white. I'm just like, I
Hold
don't.
on.
At some point in my brain, I'm like, I don't know if it'd be rude to ask, because him and his sister are very dark complected. And they're white.
I mean, like, did you do mail order kids? I mean,
Well, I felt like his ancestry and parents and shit were.
I almost want to get these right now. We
Well,
can
if
get a
you look-
5-pack of the white privilege cards for
If you look at my
$7.33.
parents, man, I got a stepdad. He's about as white as snow. My mom's like true white, and she's got red hair. And then you look at my brother and sister; they're both definitely got every white feature you could have.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to me.
like, where did you come from?
Yeah, exactly. I was accused at school being adopted for years. They're like, "There's no way that's your mom." I'm like, that's my mom, okay?
You're
Like,
the quintessential mail order
That's
kid.
really my mom. I promise you.
Why is the black privilege card $4 more than the white privilege card? This is bullshit.
Inflation. Inflation hits the black community better.
And they're literally the same thing. Black privilege card trumps everything. It's $9.99 for 6 of them. For the white privilege card, says the exact same thing. It's $7.33 for 5 of them.
Wow.
If that doesn't show you that how inflation differs between the two sects,
I kind of want to order both of them.
you know, there's some stereotypes out there that hit right now.
They really are.
I gotta see how much is left in the
It
cash.
might be because of the credit score thing.
Maybe.
You know, a lower credit score makes things
Yeah.
go up.
Good point. There is enough left after paying all the shit in the Cash App to buy the white privilege cards.
So all of our stuff was able to be paid out of the Cash App this month.
Yep.
So hey,
Yep. We're proud of that. Damn proud of that.
man, I forgot to get what you on Friday. I was working.
Should I buy them? I mean, it's coming out of the Cash App money, so.
It startled the shit out of me, man.
I say let's wait on it for a little
A
while.
soft landing and
Wait on it till
Alright,
after
then.
the live and see where we're
Trash
sitting
can's
at.
also
The
2/3
reason
empty
why
too.
is
Yeah.
because we spoke about it before. We want this to carry its own weight, so
True.
kind of want that to be able to take care of our financial.
Cool, there's
stuff, right?
$8.34 in the PayPal from the other shit. I'll buy them off of that.
There we go.
All right.
That deals
Fuck
with
yeah,
it.
America. We're gonna do it off. I'll add these to the cart. And they will be here Thursday.
Yay!
done.
Done. Done ski.
Proceed to checkout. I have to make sure I have my PayPal linked to this one.
Yeah. Don't pay it out of something wrong.
If it was to pay out anything, it'd just be out of my checking account, which wouldn't be a big deal.
As long as it's not in the negative.
What's our timestamp on that right now?
We're sitting right around 44.
Oh my god. Yeah, I just looked at my clock and I was like, really?
Oh, you were looking at the daylight savings time? 'Cause
No,
it's
no.
Not, there's no.
I was
daylight
looking at this
saving.
clock and I was like, really? We've only been going 40 minutes? It seems like longer than that.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta get my wallet.
Remember, we hit daylight savings time and there's no daylight being saved.
Right. And I forgot to change. I forgot to change both bar clocks.
Did anybody actually get confused this year after they woke up?
I did.
Yeah, me and JP were having our morning meeting in the fucking kitchen. And then, because I was going to an RC event that started at 9.
I saw that at Mesa
I know
Park.
you texted
Yeah.
me.
And I was like, we were sitting there shooting the shit. And we both just kind of glanced at the stove together. It was like,
Yep.
the fuck? Like,
Well,
okay, no.
My confusion didn't come on Sunday, it came on Monday, because I still forgot to set the clock beside the bed. So Ruth gets up, frickin' 2:30, getting ready to go to work. She goes to leave for work, and the clock was way wrong. I'm like, baby, you are late. She's like, no, I'm not. I said, yeah. And I pointed at the clock, and I started to sit up, and she went, honey, you didn't set the clock. Oh, okay.
Well, for me, I woke up and I was just like, so, yeah, it's 2:30 in the morning. It's supposed to be 3:30 in the morning. I don't know why I'm awake, and I just went in the living room and started watching TV. I was like, man, I'm not going back to sleep because I don't trust myself.
Right. You go back to sleep at that point, you're going to miss the alarm.
And yeah, even if I would have set another alarm, I would have probably slept through it. So I just sat in the living room, played with the dogs.
Yep.
I was just like, man, this daylight savings time actually kind of confused me this year.
There we go. Like, no, I know I'm in an overshirt, but I'm getting a little warm. I'm just in a real heavy overshirt. It's like, if I'm getting warm, then he's probably getting a little warm. And he's probably getting a little warm. Your heater's back there.
I'm good. I'm good today. I worked so hard today. Being in a cool area is going to be amazing.
Well, like, I didn't even turn that on until a little after 3 today because if I'm out here by myself, I don't need it on. I just open up the door, open up the window, open up the house door, get some air through here. Yeah, we'll be here Thursday.
Nice.
I don't even use it. It's just me.
So, anybody catch up with any news events this week, last week? Because I haven't heard much.
No, not really.
I did.
What'd you hear about?
Well, there was a shooting recently made by a guy. It was a mass shooting made by a guy that had been found to be a danger and a menace to society.
Really?
So what
they're always
actually he went and got psychiatrically, certified as danger menace to society. So what they're trying to do is to figure out how that happened and how he got guns. So I'm like, well, number one, he probably had the guns before he got certified or whatever it was, not certified, but diagnosed. And number two, what are you actually going to do to go get his guns?
Right.
I mean, and number three, does he even live in a state where you have to register guns?
See, that's the thing. Like, and I get it. It's one of the things that people talk about with gun control and shit like that. And that's what I don't understand. It's like, why are you going to make it harder for people to get guns? I guarantee you, I could walk to 4 houses on this street.
Yep.
If I had $1,000 in hand, be like, hey, you got a gun? I don't care what it is. It's $1,000.
Yep.
And they're gonna fuck me like $1,000. Fuck yeah, I can replace this bitch tomorrow.
Tomorrow. With something better.
Right.
They give you a Nerf.
Okay, here you go.
They give you a Nerf gun.
Right. Well, I mean, I know of one house right over there that I can walk down to and be like, hey, here's $400. I need your fucking pistol.
Right.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
This will replace it. Here you go. It makes it, to make it harder for law-abiding citizens to get guns just defeats the whole fucking purpose
Right,
of the
because
Second Amendment.
criminals are still going to get guns regardless. Regardless of what the laws and the rules, how difficult they attempt to make it.
Yeah.
Criminals are still going to be criminals, and they're going to get guns in a criminal way.
Everybody thinks we live in some fucking fairy tale land where if you go, no, you can't do that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Like, shit.
Well, man.
Since you
And
said
then
that,
then they're just gonna be like a little kid and kick their feet in the dirt and walk off with their head down. It's like, that's not how this shit works. It's not how it works at all. Like nobody seems to understand that. It's the I relate this to the same bullshit that's going on with all these little fucking 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old fuckers that are like, we get drafted, we ain't going. No, bitch, you will.
Yeah, you go.
That's how that works.
Yep.
Like, it's not a choice. They will come and fucking get you.
Yes, they will.
And take you to where you're supposed to go.
If there was an active draft. But yes,
Yeah.
yes, they will. They will come and physically pick your ass up, put you on bus.
or you go to Leavenworth. It's your choice.
But it just got me. They were like, well, he should have had guns.
You're right.
Maybe he shouldn't have had guns, but he had the guns before he was diagnosed. And then what are you really going to do to take him? How do you know he's even got guns?
Yeah.
More guns.
But there's people that would say I shouldn't have guns.
Why? Because you're a big dude and you're intimidating already?
Sure.
That's what we'll say on air, yeah. That's 100% what we'll say on air. That
Nothing to do
that
with
is
the moral
my
compass.
Fifth Amendment right to plead that, motherfucker.
And the only other thing I saw is that I found was interesting was at the Lone Star Biker Rally, Galveston, Texas. So it's another mass shooting.
I saw something about that.
2 dead and 5 or 6 injured. Shot a bunch of bikers in a specific club got shot up.
Really?
Yep. But it was a regular hood rat style gangbanger that did it.
Oh.
It was not another biker.
Wow.
They have him in custody, and he's going to do what he's got to do, whatever, whatnot. They have him in
Yeah.
custody. They got him in custody with a quickness.
I bet they did.
But now they're looking at all kinds of different rules, and my first thought was they're looking at different rules to try to institute to make things safer in Texas when you go to events, whether it's a biker rally or any kind of other event. It's Texas!
Like-
everybody's got a gun!
Yeah,
Like
but still,
stripping down colors?
yeah, but you still can't constitutional carry in Texas.
Nope.
We found that out on the way back from fucking Florida.
Damn sure
I mean,
did.
we knew about it beforehand, but we damn near got fucked on it if we wouldn't have been smart beforehand.
You know, so they've got that for him. I mean, it's fucking Texas. Number 2, you're having a rally like that, and you're going to have 750,000 people go through there
Yeah.
in a weekend. You know, how are you really going to institute those
Police
kind of rules? Well, how are you going to police it? Yeah. How are you going to police it?
Yeah.
But the
All
fact
you
that
can
it
do is
was...
have a show of force and presence, and outside of that, I mean, there's really not much can be done
Well,
other than
and
hope for the fucking best.
The police, the 2 officers that got the assailant, the accused assailant, and I can't really say assailant, he's not been convicted yet, the accused, were literally just around the corner. And the other 6 cops were literally just across the street. They got him within 30 seconds. Okay? So the police presence was there. But the fact that it was a non-biker, and the kid, the 20-year-old, tried to tell the police that he was fighting for his life and he was trying to defend himself for survival. In the middle of the street, this fucking biker rally.
Was the person that the kid that did it, was he gang affiliated in any way that they've said?
Hood rat gang, yes.
So yeah, that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
like actual like street gang affiliated.
Street gang, yes.
So all that's gonna do is make it more all of
Yep.
the fucking bikers world of it.
Yep.
Is because everybody's like, oh, biker gangs this, biker gangs that, blah 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 blah, which is not the case. But that right there is just gonna make it even more so. It's just gonna add to that fucking stereotype of
Add
all
fuel
of
to
that
that
shit.
fire. Add fuel to that fire.
Fucking, it's so dumb. It's slow as fuck.
It's damn slow. Damn late.
Oh man, fucking
Damn late.
slow ass motherfuckers.
Those are the 2 major things I saw the last couple of days. That it's just like, are you kidding me? How are you going to go take this guy's guns and we shouldn't have guns in the first place? And it's Texas. The police presence, I can see that. Policing it, I can see that. But you're not going to stop 750,000 people, say 500,000 of them going through in a weekend, from being armed.
No. They're not gonna stop them all. They'll try and mediate most of it, but
Right.
they will never be able to stop it.
I mean,
Especially if they're card holders too, man.
Right.
Like, you're not gonna be able to stop a card holder because most of them are part of the audit, so they're gonna know their rights and everything. They can enforce their rights. especially in a public event, like outside. Now, if they go into a business and the business tells them, hey, you got to lose that.
Right, yeah. And there are businesses
Yeah,
in Galveston that don't allow firearms.
That's what I think's fucking dumb here is you can't carry your gun in the mall anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Because-
cannot carry your gun in the mall anymore.
Because
I've been
there's-
told to either leave or take it outside.
Huh.
Because I didn't know it. I didn't see the sign when I walked in. I just walked in like I normally did, just like when we were going to see Danny.
It's all the way the fuck over here.
Yeah. Well, like when we go see Danny when he worked at
Yeah.
fucking, American Tactical. Go in there, fucking gun on my hip. I've carried a gun on my hip every day for the last fucking almost 20 years.
Yeah.
It's part of life anymore.
Yeah.
I walked in, had had both kids with me, and one of the fucking mall cops comes up. I mean, because you can't have that in here. And I was like, he's not that bad. I didn't know what he was talking about because he didn't say anything. He just said you can't have that in here. It was like,
The kid?
I was like, and Gabriel was still pretty little. I was like, he's not that bad, I promise. He's like, no, you can't have your gun in here. I was like, since fucking when? He's like, it's on the door. I was like, well, shit, I didn't see it. I was like, that's pretty fucking dumb. Have you seen where all the malls are getting shot up?
Right.
Like, I'd rather be able to return fucking fire than...
Our mall is kind of sad right now, so
Well, and
the traffic in that mall is kind of like mall walker old people and some
depending on the
barber
time,
shops.
well, part of it it's there are now city offices and employees.
Yeah,
so they have to follow city rules.
Yeah, we have that new business in there and everything,
Part of it, I got told
which is
same
a
thing.
government business. So.
You can't carry your firearm. And I said, what firearm? I had this flannel on. I said, what firearm? And he said, the firearm on your hip. And I went, I don't have a
I
firearm.
mean, my knife.
And then he told me that I couldn't have my knife in there either.
Tactical spoon.
I couldn't have my tactical spoon on my hip either. Couldn't have my knife.
Wow.
And I was like, excuse me? And so I looked at Ruth, and Ruth said, we're out. And we walked straight to the door and just left.
There's plenty of other fucking places. I get it. Certain businesses don't want guns in there, and I understand that.
Fluppies.
I
A convenience store.
I can't tell you how many times that I've walked through the liquor store with my canic on my hip, and
Right.
ain't nobody said a goddamn thing to me. Granted, we know most of the people that work
Yeah.
there, so
Yeah.
they know we're not a fucking threat. And it's on the door. I've seen it. I just don't fucking care what
Well,
comes
and
in
I joked with
But-
Ruth because I think the liquor store has a revolver, and the convenience store, the no gun sign thing, is a Beretta. And I looked at Ruth one day and said, good thing I don't carry a revolver.
Right. That's what I said that. I said that to somebody that I knew. This has been a long time ago. That whenever I did have that fucking Beretta and I had the 1911, and I was like, well, fucking walked in. He was like, I was walking in there with him, and he was like, you can't carry that in here. I was like, I'm not carrying my Beretta. I'm carrying my 1911, dude. I know what that is. That is an M9 Beretta, and that is not what is on my hip, motherfucker.
That is a 38 security long nose.
Like you should specify what gun I can and cannot carry because that specific one I don't even know anymore. Fuck you.
I'm sorry, but my gun doesn't identify as a gun anymore. It identifies as a spoon.
It's a spoon. That's
Mine identifies as a toaster. When things are done, it pops out of it.
the brand,
it's
the brand
kinda
of my
hot.
spoon is not Smith & Wesson. It's
Right.
Block.
It's kind of hot.
Yup.
Oh.
I did see a funny thing, or I didn't see it, I heard it. There was a news story that a lady, and I'll let you guys guess the state, and if you get it wrong, you're all fucking slow. She led police on a high-speed fucking pursuit because she stole an alligator.
Oh,
She wanted to take it to a birthday party.
they must be from
It
the
was,
south.
it was a little baby alligator.
They must be from the south.
Yeah.
Only in Florida.
Yep.
So the only news I
find a
got
baby one anyway.
is by I want to say 2025, but I could be wrong. But we're going to lose the Hemi completely
Good.
out of Dodge.
Good.
No more V8s.
Nah, they won't. They
They won't
won't
do-
quit
they
making
won't.
V8s.
No,
they may
no,
quit making
they've
V8s.
already stressed out no more V8s in the 1500s.
They've been saying that for fucking years.
Because they've already got the 3.0 turbo model going.
Yeah,
into them.
they're fucking bullshit eco diesels. Yeah, they did that a couple years ago too. Ford said the same thing, that there wasn't going to be any more V8 fucking Mustang, but when can you still get V8 fucking Mustang?
Cody.
That's the new one. Is the fucking Coyote, and they sound horrible. I hate the way those fucking things sound.
Well, I mean, Coyote. Just saying.
That was a little slow on that one.
Well, besides the Hemi thing, the other thing that I wanted to kind of complain about a little bit.
It's not a complaint, it's a rant.
It's a rant, you're right. And it's just my opinion, by all stretch of the imagination. But I think some of the people that get stationed here are just really, really, really slow. I've seen a lot on
You think?
the Lawton groups lately. Why is there so much artillery? Why is there so many airplanes? Why does the artillery have to go boom? Why are they shooting so much big artillery? Well, number one, we're in a ramped up state, high security zone. Number two, you just said on an open forum Facebook page that your husband got stationed at Fort Sill. Did he not tell you?
Right.
You're coming to an artillery base
He's
and a school.
artillery.
Right. He probably had something to do with the artillery.
Come on. And
Or the
then they're
planes.
like,
Well, that's an Altus. That's why there's so many planes, because they're going to fucking Altus.
Hey, remember, we have a military that's supposed to shoot bubble guns.
but she
Bubble
lives.
guns.
Bubble guns.
Right, bubble guns.
No noise, bubble guns.
The one lady I'm specifically talking about, she did it on 3 different Lawton groups, trying to find out what was up with the artillery and the big booms. And then she was like, she lives in the Oaks.
Really?
Like, try living a quarter mile from the range.
Shit.
I mean, I had to walk out here and straighten some of these pictures today because the house is
Yeah,
vibrating
they've
so
been
much.
they've been fucking putting off some of the big boys.
And I was just
Some of
like,
the big
are you
aircraft too
kidding
in the last
me?
couple
Oh,
of
those
weeks.
Stratocasters?
The
I
big
was like,
C5s.
I
Yeah.
freaked the fuck out. I was sitting in the fucking living rooms, quiet as shit, windows barely open. Like, I start hearing this hum. I'm like, it's like early, like, just at pre-sunrise time. I'm like, the fuck is that?
Yep.
Just kept fucking hearing it and it started getting louder and closer. And I'm like, just sitting in my chair, like, I'm the only one up. Like, I don't. If I can start to walk outside and see if there's like a fucking, looking for the plume or some shit off in the distance. And I just, okay, well, that's fucking terrifying when you're half awake.
Well,
That's why when they fucking low fly the Chinooks over town.
Yeah.
Those-
when they're the Chinooks and the Blackhawks
Yeah.
training they're doing. But the lady came back on one of the other groups and was like, well, I can see if they're doing basic training with like grenades and stuff.
Really?
But dude, that is on the other side of town.
You're not gonna hear a
Fucking
grenade from fucking anywhere in town.
No, that's on the other side of town too.
Yeah.
From where you live, that is literally like 10 miles.
Yeah. But it's funny. He says, "Well, I can see if they're doing basic training." It's like, you realize what the other thing this base does, right?
Right.
It's a basic training base. You fucking twat waffle.
Doo-doo-doo.
Fucking goddamn.
There goes our monetization this time.
Fucking douche.
You haven't been offended,
Fucking
you will be.
Yeah.
It's recorded.
Somebody will be offended. Somebody's always offended.
Right, we can use the little scuffle circle for that. Beep it out. But yeah, I just had to vent about that a little bit. I'm like, all of these, and they're all women. All of these women on the Lawton groups are like, why is there so much booming? Why is there so much artillery?
That's kind of how it was when we
Bitch,
first
you
moved
are in an
up here.
artillery school base.
Sleep because of all the noise. Me and JP are just,
Exactly, yeah. It was weird being in Florida without
Not hearing
artillery.
it.
No artillery.
Yeah.
Every once in a while I get the planes. Twice a week, the Blue Angels will fly over for their practice.
Yeah.
But beyond that, it was weird being in Florida with zero artillery or weapons fire.
That place is so fucking quiet for the
Oh.
amount of people that's there.
God,
like
it
at
is.
night.
Yes.
Like you can hear
It
like
was.
just like here you can hear that dipshit in his fucking clapped out Honda Civic trying to do 9,000 miles an hour in first gear. You can hear that every now and again. But for the amount of like cool ass fucking cars that are there that just sitting in traffic, you're like, God damn, you can tell that thing's fucking built.
Right.
In the hotel room, I mean, we're ground floor, fucking right
Yep.
next to a window, facing the road.
Facing the main
Fucking
road.
damn near no fucking noise at night.
Hey, remember,
Yep.
they say that's retirement central?
Shit.
I'll tell you, man, it was quiet. Well, other than when the macaws and the big parrots were going off at that
Yeah.
sanctuary behind Mom and Dad's house. That was only in the evening. But once it got dark, it got quiet.
Yeah.
That's
like
because
we're-
the state of Florida is under a HOA.
probably.
I need to get that shit fucking figured out. Have you seen some of the residents of that motherfucker?
Right.
Damn. That shit's fucking insane. That's like the guy on the the Florida man on TikTok with his flip phone. He's like, glad I got my flip phone. I was like, no, I can't tell you how many fucking flip phones I saw in Florida.
Yep.
Like that shit was like they people pulling shit out. It's like, I had one of those in the 9th grade. What the fuck you still doing? Like, that works still? Like, how you still got a razor, bro?
He's like, I got Methuselah that's more updated than you are.
Bought one at an antique-ish, a retro electronics event place. Like, it's sad they didn't work better than his fucking smartphone. I was like, I remember having one when I first fucking met JP, a little flip phone. But where I lived between it, flip phone and service, like there was one window in the house next to the recliner. I could set it in the center seal.
Yeah.
I had to have it open and the antenna up. Sweet.
Oh yeah, that when you had to pull the antenna up still. Yeah.
Like I had, for that phone to function outside of being in town, I had to be at least 1.5 to 3 feet away from it before it would get signal. I could hand it to somebody and it instantly go up like full bars. They can hand it back to me, not moving the phone other than just. Well, like, that's weird. I'm like, no. I mean, for you it is, but for me this is.
Put on a weird magnetic field. So
like I couldn't even wear watches till after I hit fucking 30. Like I'd buy a brand new watch, it'd be dead the same fucking day. I'm like, there was a big issue with that when I was Army and they let us get watches. I'm like, well, this is gonna be cool for the day. Why is that? It's like it'll be dead tomorrow.
Maybe you got superpowers, you don't know though.
Yeah, apparently.
And then when the coolest phones ever came out, you didn't actually have to dial anything, the Nextel phones. Everybody's on that little Nextel.
little
All your
chirp
friends are on the little Nextel network.
Your circle.
You got chirp.
Yeah, I had one of those in North Carolina where they were work phones.
Work phones, yep. That's what mine were.
Amy's
work
mom
phones.
used to scare the fuck out of me all the time.
Walkie-talkie phone.
Yeah, because we worked for the same company or whatever. If I was running late or she was just making sure I was up or whatever, because, I mean, there's no answering that. You just click the button and yell in it. Whoever's got the other one or on that fucking channel gets whatever's going on.
Yep.
You just hear it, and just start hearing somebody talk next to my bed. What the fuck is going on? Like, I'm fucking home alone. Like, this is bullshit.
No, not today, not today.
Like, somebody done snuck up here and, like, run up to my face. Hey, what are you doing? No!
Today is not the day.
I do want to get one of the old Nokia brick phones just so I can put it in a sock and beat people with it. And then I can make a phone call. I can call an ambulance afterwards.
You gotta hang it from the side of your bike.
Right.
There you go.
The chain slinger.
Yeah, I had one of those. I bought so much shit for that thing. I had it kitted out like a clear blue case, like fucking LED lights, like a fucking Christmas tree.
Yeah, but you would have.
The antenna had a little
same
fucking
thing.
rainbow light on it.
And my pager did that. The brick phone did not, but my pager did that. Whole little different lights and a little
I had to
green, I had a
break the
green
antenna
case.
went off. That thing used to scare the shit out of me all the time. So I did a lot of driving at night, and it'd be wherever the fuck it was at, and then all of a sudden just illuminating like red and blue and shit. I'm just like, God damn it!
You know,
Look, there's no cars anywhere. I'm like,
like
I got lit up. I saw it like, inside the car. And looked down at my phone's like I got a text message. So I'm like, all right, well that's not gonna last very fucking long.
Close encounters of the third kind.
I think we had like some of the coolest phones in our generation because we had like the Nokia, or not Nokia, but we had the Sidekick, the flip phone Sidekick.
The Sidekick. I've still
We
got a
had the
Sidekick.
And we had the Palm Pilots
We
back
had
in
the
the day.
Palm
Let me
Pilots.
check
We
my
had the
Palm Pilot.
Blackberries.
Blackberries.
Like we had
My
like the
favorite was the
evolution.
Razor, though. The
The
Razor
Razor,
was my favorite.
yeah, the all aluminum Razor.
Yep. The Razor was my favorite phone of all of them so far. I
had a
still have a
Black-
Sidekick.
I had a BlackBerry. It didn't have a back on it because it fell out of an AT&T store.
But like we got to see the evolution of phones
Yes.
like through our whole generation.
Yes.
And going from a wall phone to now everybody having a cell phone being their home phone.
Man, I remember when I remember
field
whenever I
phones.
was first old enough to like start really having memories. My mom having the briefcase phone.
Yeah.
And
Dad did for a while,
I
yeah.
remember it because whenever I was little, like 4 or 5 years old, my mom had a little Porsche 944, just a little 2-seater, and get buckled in on it, and then that thing would just be sitting there.
See, my dad was a little bougie back in the day. We had the Mercedes with the car phone.
Yeah.
I've got a story about one of those.
My dad's BMW had a car phone in it, and yeah, I remember that.
It was while we were in Germany. It was pretty cool.
It tripped me out. It was like early 2000-ish. Whenever the hell I was just 16, my car broke down on the side of the damn mountain coming up and it ran out of gas because mountain life.
Yeah.
Some older couple in a convertible fucking Mercedes stopped and asked me if I needed help. I was like, no, I'm out of gas. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm like, well, you can use our phone. I'm like, brain's just like, the only thing I've ever seen is a landline. I'm just staring at this car, and sure enough, they've like, bip. And so you're going to have to get closer to the car. And they sure enough called my fucking dad from their car. I was like, that's
15-pound phone.
that is cool as shit. But nowadays, you've got the power of everything in your fucking back pocket.
And before even car phones and, the big brick phones and the big pack phones, you had to have the pack on your shoulder, like you're talking about. I did enough trips as a kid, even as a young kid, back and forth internationally. Phones on the airplane.
Right.
That always tripped me out. Phones on the airplane. You go into first class and there's a phone on the back of every single. They can make calls, or you have the community phone in the different sections. The phones on the airplanes. You don't have those anymore.
I thought it was so funny how they phased out the payphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so weird because it went from being an actual coin payphone to like a card payphone.
Prepaid card payphone,
No, just a regular debit card payphone.
Oh, really?
And now I haven't seen one in so long.
I didn't see the payphone either. I see the booth, but there's no phone in it.
Yeah,
right.
They can't afford to take the booth out. They just pull the phone off.
Phone book from '96 is
Man,
still
that's
in
what
there.
That's what we need. We just need a phone booth for no fucking reason.
Phone booth. Put the phone booth over there in the corner.
Yeah, we can cut out a little spot right there so we can scooch it all the way up against the wall.
Right.
There's a timeout corner.
Hey, as long as it doesn't turn out anything like that movie phone booth, I'm good.
I did come up with a use for this light though, since we were talking about the red and the blue flashies. We'll move it a little bit closer. We'll give Drew the little deal. We'll set it. So all he's got to do is push the button. And if we're doing something fucking that might get us banned, we just do it. Little flashlight.
But that might actually work out pretty well. Keep y'all in check a little bit.
Yeah, we definitely respond to complaints.
Yeah, like the quiet thing I was talking about a minute ago. I definitely had
cool little.
kind of similar because we did that Trail of
It
Fear
was like that.
personnel party or whatever. It was all the way out in Luther, Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
When we got to the actual trail area, like after everything's said and done, and we're out there, I mean, it was just awkwardly fucking quiet. I mean, it was super slow because the only people there that were the people working and the people that were down here for the trail, and their plus ones and shit. But like, it was eerily
anytime
fucking
we do anything
quiet.
fucking stupid, just go.
And then ate at this. I'm not sure if y'all have ever been to it. So I don't know exactly where it's at.
So
All you gotta do is hit the power button.
Power button.
But it's a place called a Chicken Shack.
Yeah.
It's out that way.
Yeah.
That place blew my fucking mind. Like, cause we get there, like initially it looks pretty good size, and then you walk in the main door, it's not very big, and we all had to hit the bathroom and stuff. Then you go through an opening, it's a little bit bigger than that fucking fridge, and all of a sudden, like, it expands, like, massively, and I'm like, okay, there's a whole ass, like, bar, all this other shit, stage, yada yada, and then just, no doors or anything, you just walk right the fuck outside, and it's like fucking quarter acre area of just fenced in, just fire pits here and there, a whole ass playground, fucking just shit everywhere. I'm like, this place was like fucking TARDIS. Like, you walked in this little bitty, like, I'm thinking in my brain, I'm like, oh, this is a nice little shithole chicken place to eat at or whatever. And then just kept getting bigger the farther I walked. I'm like, okay, well, this is fucking weird. And then there was some confusion about where the concert was. So after we all ate, left, got one place, got told to go back to Chicken Shack. But they failed to say there's two of them. There's the new one that they're running out of, and there's the old one that was right next to where we were at. We go all the way back to the other one. I didn't realize even the parking was as massive of a lot as it was. I was like, we're parked on like the back 100 yards from the fucking building when we had to go back the second time just to get told that we were at the wrong one. We had to go back basically where we were the first time, and I'm like...
And by then you missed half the show.
Yeah, we got there just in time. They had... I don't remember the name of the goddamn band. They had a live band that played. They did like primarily like 80s music.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard the name before, and they're relatively popular from what I understand, but I can't not remember the fucking name of them. Not even close.
Plug that in for a little while. We're at 80%. That way, whenever we go live, it's not too.
So we still haven't got the computer.
Yeah.
Still haven't got the computer restrictions lifted.
30 days without getting banned. So we're back to square one. We've been 7. Not even 7 yet. We're at 4. So.
You are plugged in.
Oh shit.
Well, we should be able to make it through this month without y'all being on alcohol.
Hopefully.
Yeah, 'cause you can't read it on that short cord.
Well, it's not gonna. It's slow charging anyways. So.
Well, we have a different cube. And you got another cord in there?
Yeah, I got another cord.
All right, let me see how those.
I'll say this is the cord we were using last time, and what is one of the cubes that was down there. So it's probably just that cord that
Probably.
wasn't doing it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about with places that get like you think it's just a little shithole. If I won the lottery, or just had just whatever
Ample
money to
amounts of
spend
money.
for whatever the fuck I could, like if I had an infinite amount of money,
Right.
I would 100% build a house that was completely underground,
Yeah.
except for like the little foyer that you walk into.
Right.
You just walk in and it just looks like a crack house when you walk in there. There's like a half a couch and a small TV, and then there's a random door.
A tube TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, a tube TV, right?
Yeah, those old school like
With a big
70-inch
screen
fucking
and
TVs that's on
Built-in
wheels.
speakers on the bottom.
Like if you walk in, you're like, "This is where you live." It's like, yeah. And then there's a door with just stairs that run down, and it's like, and just all of a sudden it opens up into this like fucking like 5,000 square foot fucking bunker.
Talk about being a
Go back to
manipulative.
red.
Talk about being a manipulative prick. Oh yeah, this is where I live. You're poor.
Yeah, sure am.
Go back to red when they
They
get
just
to
pull
the
out and go to a
island.
double door to just TARDISes, just
Right.
massively just open areas, all the baddest
Or the
ass
whole
shit.
or the whole thing's a fucking elevator. It's like, hold on. You open the door and that's just the button that you open the door and is everything. You just start seeing the ground, fucking the concrete from where it's.
All right, Bruce Wayne.
I was gonna
I'd
say,
would too. If I could, I'd
Mission
sure
Impossible
have a
theme
back
playing on the
cave.
background.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome.
All right,
And have the whole back end sloped where it kind of opened up into a garage. That way you could just drive straight out.
I've been thinking about doing something whenever we bring our guests in, and probably doing it for ourselves too. I've seen it done on a couple of the podcasts, but ours would be a little bit different. What do you think your theme song walking into a place should be? You know, like wrestling, whenever they enter in, they get their theme song playing. What would you think your theme song would be?
I think for like us as a whole, I think the "We Fuck Around" song would be
Right.
about perfect.
But what about yours personally?
I'm an asshole.
I was thinking the same thing by Dennis Leary.
It's either I'm an asshole or it's Aces High from Iron Maiden.
What do you think yours would be, John? Come on, Vash.
Fuck if I do. It's fucking silence, crickets chirping in the background. Who the fuck invited that guy? There's crickets chirping in the background.
Is it one that what do we think would like fit us the most, or what is the one that we would pick?
No, what is the one you think, if you walked into a room, what
you're-
would you think everybody would hear?
Like if you were a wrestler, what would your theme music be?
Yeah.
No idea. Because depending on the room I walk into, depends.
No,
on
this would be your. This would
Exactly.
always be your entrance into a room. Like, you know, every wrestler has their own entrance, and you know it whenever it kicks off. Like, if you hear glass break, who's the person walking out on the ramp?
Obviously, it's Stone Cold.
Exactly.
Honestly, if it was just because of what's always been perceived, especially in this fucking town, it would be fucking Soft by Motionless in White.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah. Just because of the first 25 seconds of the opening, where it just kind of, it just kind of ramps up. And it's
That's
like,
the song I had in my
"Oh,
brain. I was trying to
motherfucker."
remember who it belonged to.
Yeah.
But as soon as he said that, that's what I was hearing in my brain. I don't remember who had
Yeah.
that one.
And mine would actually be the game for Motorhead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yep, be the game for Motorhead.
Yeah, I think that would be. If I could pick one, though, and it's not because of the name of the song, but it's just because I really like the song, it would be fucking Bad Motherfucker by Upon a Burning Body.
Okay. I just always thought that was something that's always been on my mind because
What
I
would
see
yours
people
be?
walk in the room. Mine?
Yeah.
It'd actually be Randy Orton's entrance, Voices.
Oh, okay.
That one always, like, I was sitting there and I've thought about this extensively. I was like, if there was going to be if I was going to have
You are
any
way
thing,
into wrestling.
yeah,
It wasn't even the wrestling, it's the song. Like, all the lyrics and everything. I'm just like, I agree with every part of that. And if I was to walk into a place, that's all I'd want to be played.
Well, and the thing is, I liked that song before they started using it in wrestling.
Yeah.
So
I knew it way before then, too. It's
Yeah.
I
just...
think it's Extermination.
What's it?
I'm trying to remember the name. I
know
it's
John's
Extermination.
matches would be Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal.
Depends on your ass. For whatever reason, for the longest time, every time I heard Bad to the Bone, fucking mom told me she always thought of me when that song played. I'm like,
Well, then
Well,
that'd
I
probably
know.
be more your song, then, because your mom thinks that every time.
good old George Thorogood.
Like, I heard that song so much growing up. My dad used to play that all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be BMF from Upon a Burning Body.
All right. I just always think
good
about
song.
that. Like, what would people's theme songs be whenever they walk in a room? And man, whenever you start thinking about that, you go down a rabbit hole because you look at certain people and you're just like, oh man, I bet you that guy's theme song's My Little Pony.
I mean, probably.
You got others.
so.
I'm a Barbie girl, and they're big old jacked up dudes.
The Rammstein version. Fuck yeah, I'm in. Let's fucking do it. You know how we always talk about, we watch certain shit that fucks up your YouTube algorithm and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, this was actually fucking hilarious. So I've been watching stuff, trying to build my own, because we're trying to do the Arnold stuff for the bodybuilding routines and stuff,
Yeah.
but I've been trying to build my own that I can tailor to myself. And I guess that in watching different bodybuilders and learning different techniques, the algorithm for YouTube thought that it was going to be a good idea for me to walk into my house to Ronnie Coleman going, yeah, buddy, lightweight, for 4 hours. That's what all I played to, was just Ronnie Coleman screaming for 4 hours. I was like, I don't know what I have watched to make this happen, but I am 100% behind it, and I'm okay with it. Because I walked into my house, everybody's asleep, my mom was back in her room asleep, Gabe was passed out in my room, and as soon as I opened the door, all I hear is just, woo, yeah, buddy, lightweight, baby! I was like, what the fuck's going on? I don't know what this is.
I think you should have gone back to the gym.
Right? And then I just walk in and it's Ronnie Coleman just pressing 200-pound dumbbells. Lightweight! I was like, I feel like a bitch now.
It's a sign. It's a sign.
Right? God damn it, I shouldn't have taken a day off today. I'm sorry, Ronnie. Saying that, yeah. No, it was... I laughed
great.
my ass off. I was fucking, and I didn't stop it either. Like I heard it, and I peeked in, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta go to the bathroom." And it was just loud enough that I could even hear it in my bathroom. Like I was getting my little snack in the kitchen, and I felt good though because I grabbed the turkey, and all I heard was, "Yeah, lightweight." And I was like, "I'm okay with this. 100% okay with this. This is what I need every day in the background. Is just Ronnie Coleman screaming, and then I get through the day and be in a good fucking mood." It was awesome. I honestly probably let it play for about 45 minutes when I was just there.
Yeah, your algorithm's gone really funky there, brother.
It's gone into the bodybuilding stuff for sure.
Yeah, I'm starting to get some of those, and one's coming up on my phone though, and I don't know where the hell it came from or why, but it's gotten into the women bodybuilders. I'm like, nope. Yeah, I heard it too. Like, nope. I don't need those.
My algorithm's all hacking and
I thought it
dark
was the door
web
too.
stuff.
It's open.
Yeah.
I guess the name of that band was Super Freak.
Ah,
It's like, I know it sounded familiar.
super
Thank you.
free.
Yeah, they were a pretty good band.
Oh man. Good times. Probably better hurry up or he's gonna miss out on the whole fucking episode.
I know,
Son of a
right?
bitch, what are we
We're
at?
sitting at 123.
123.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 9:15 anyway. So
It's not too bad.
we're actually having a pretty good time considering most of us are sober.
I've had a beer and a half.
Actually, I'm sitting there looking at Vash. I'm like, man, he's slow playing it tonight for y'all.
Beer and a half.
Hey, that's pretty good.
There's only 3 in there, so I gotta stretch them out.
Oh, so you're working the clock more than you.
Pretty much.
It wasn't about the beer count. It's about the clock at this point.
Yeah, he's like, I don't give a fuck if they want a beer and I'm having them. Like, I've only got so many that I can indulge in before I'm out, and I gotta switch to water too.
And then
Caught it in the middle.
Yeah.
Then even the lead highway patrol person lady that was there was like, we don't care.
Yeah.
That's Arkansas.
Yeah,
this is Texas.
She's like, we're not gonna fucking, we're not gonna take anybody to Arkansas. We're not doing all that nonsense.
We just thought you should know.
Yeah. But come to find out, his warrants from like 27 years ago.
Yeah. No shit. It's just a bench warrant for failure to appear.
It's like, you guys hold on to that that's a tiny ass town if they're holding on to a bench warrant from almost 30 fucking years ago. It's like, I think statute of limitations is fucking up on that.
Springdale, Arkansas.
I mean, it's not a huge town. It's not tiny either, but
Nope.
That's. Oh man, when they said the year that it was from, I was just like,
I sat there going, huh?
but why though? That whole traffic stop was hilarious.
And they couldn't even tell me what I was supposed to appear for.
Yeah.
It was just, you have a failure to appear. It was
Failure
like,
to appear warrant.
what? For what? What was I supposed to appear for? We don't know. We can't find out.
Yeah, it's not in their system because it's just it's in that jurisdiction
It was a
system.
David Copperfield moment. You were just supposed to poof.
Right.
Poof, yeah. I don't know.
That whole traffic stop was hilarious. From the time that we got stopped to the time it was done was fucking funny.
The question is, did the cop have a dip in his lip?
One of them did.
One of them
The
did.
one that was
Yeah.
the one that was way off in the back did. The one that one of the funniest parts about it was the cop that came up to the truck. We were driving that fucking 37-foot U-Haul or whatever it was, and he gets up on the steps on the side of it. So me and him are looking eye to eye.
Yeah.
He climbs down and he's like, "Well, I just need you guys to go ahead and step out of the truck so we can get all make sure everything's fucking good and stuff."
Now, the
like
cop that was on my side was like halfway out to the street in the field. He was way watching me, but he was way far away.
So I go to get out, and I guess being up on the steps, he didn't realize how tall I actually was.
Right.
So he's looking up at me as I'm stepping down, and I step down, and he's still looking straight up. And you can see the whole demeanor on his face changes. And he was still, he was a nice guy. He wasn't an asshole. He wasn't one of those dickbag
really.
fuckers. Well, the one that was real standoffish was. But you could tell he was just like, you could see the look on his face went from, like smiley happy. He's like, I'm going to keep smiling because I don't want to make this fella mad. Like, there's only 5 of us here. I don't understand. I don't think this is good enough. But
And I had my boots with my spurs on, too.
Yeah.
Was it sheriff?
Yeah, 5 of them.
Sheriffs and highway patrol.
Yeah. And I called it, too. I fucking called it because there was a
Damn sure did.
There was a highway patrol that got up right behind us for a little bit, and then he backed way off. And then I changed lanes, and as soon as I changed lanes, the fucking sheriff got up right behind me. And I was like, watch, we're fixing to get fucking lit up.
And then a big old gust of wind came and tried to change the truck lane.
Yeah. I mean, it was windy as fuck in this piece of shit U-Haul that's just a billboard on fucking wheels. And we got a cross breeze coming. I say cross breeze, but it's like 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts. So it kind of pushed me over the line a little bit, and that's what they lit me up for, because I, failure to maintain lane. And we go through.
And 50 degree or 50 mile an hour wind, you had to change the lane.
Yeah. And I'm already on the
box
outside.
truck.
And I'm already on the outside
box
lane. In a box truck. So he lights me up for that. And then after everything's all said and done, then he's like, all right, so I'm going to be up front with you guys. Somebody reported this U-Haul is stolen.
Yep.
So that's actually what they pulled us over for.
And he and I both looked at each other and we were like, huh?
Like, in my mind, I was like, being up front would have been like, we got to report that this is stolen. It's like, all right, cool. Here's all the paperwork. Here, you want the number to the lady that paid for the rental?
Right.
They're a few miles behind us.
And that's what ended up happening is my mom had to show up
Yeah.
to vouch for it, too.
I was about to say, it's not like you had free candy written on the side.
Free candy, not a trap. Oh man.
And when they were doing the search of the cab, we gave permission to do a search of the cab. They were searching the cab.
Oh, aren't y'all nice?
Well, one of my holsters was under the seat.
It was in the door.
Well,
It was in the door, yeah. It was in
Just
the
the
door.
holster?
Just
or-
the holster.
Okay.
We had stowed everything else in the back.
Yeah,
properly
before
stowed.
we left Louisiana. Yeah.
Before we left Louisiana. And the holster was in the pocket of the door, and I had forgotten it was in there. And when he asked, when they asked, they were like, so, I found a holster up front.
Yeah.
And he and I both went, shit.
Yeah. They're like,
The next question.
they're like, there any guns in the truck? We're both like, quite a few.
Yep.
I would hope so.
They were like,
But they're all in here.
yeah, they're like, they're
They let
right
us sit on
behind
the
this
bumper.
door that's locked.
They let us sit on the bumper.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's within arm's reach if the door's unlocked and open, like I could reach it. And that's how close we are to it, but
Yeah.
you know, the door is padlocked and
We had one of those round cylinder, the
Yeah.
round storage unit
yeah,
locks
yeah.
on it, is what I had on it, and it was, and you could see it was locked.
Yeah.
yeah, he was like, they were like, but there's none in the cab of the truck. It's like, no, we knew we were passing through. I'm like you damn sure ain't gonna confiscate my shit in this fucking state.
But that's when they decided to ask us. We'd already been out there 15 minutes or more. They're asking questions and talking and doing whatever and running names and IDs and all that stuff and
Oh, yeah.
waiting on my mom to get there. But that's when they asked, well, do you guys have any weapons on you?
Like, let's get them out of the truck where they've got free range of movement, and then let's find out if they got any weapons on their person. Which is shitty, because Texas is one of the states that does not, even though we're from Oklahoma, and Oklahoma's a constitutional carry, Texas does not recognize that.
Does not
It's
reciprocate.
fucking dumb.
Yep.
Slow as fuck!
Slow as fuck.
Slow as fuck.
Does not reciprocate.
It's like, why? We're neighbors, man. Like,
We were fine in Louisiana.
That should be the apparel that you should go for first.
Slow as fuck.
slow as fuck.
Yeah, the saloon scuffle, slow as fuck.
Brian's supposed to be getting me the number of a guy that makes shirts. I still want to get the ones that Destiny did the work for.
Yeah, I still
I want to get
too.
those,
Yeah.
but if we're gonna actually start making shirts, I want to go with somebody that's local, like small time local, that
Yeah.
we can get them here. We can be
Support.
like, hey, we want to support your business. Maybe we can get a discount on, with us doing that. Maybe they'll hook us up too. I think they can, they can throw their logo on there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, good times. That was a good way to circle back around to one of the first fucking episodes.
Yep.
Man. That was like
Wow.
third or fourth episode that we told the whole
The
story.
whole story, yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Maybe
Man,
you
can you
go
guys
check
believe?
that episode out?
We hadn't even been back from Florida for very long.
Yeah, like a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
God, can you believe all the fucking 31 weeks worth of shows is what the last one was?
What the
and
last
there's,
one, yeah.
And there's still 4 or 5 of them that are just kind of sitting there in reserve.
In the wings, yeah.
That, they weren't either the best or they were, like you could tell it was kind of boring for us.
Right.
That are just kind of there for like bonus footage. But 31 fucking weeks.
And then there's one out there in the ether somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, the fucking Francis episode, which was probably one of the best ones. I would say that was probably top 5 of season 1.
Probably top 5, and it's non-video. It was all audio.
Yeah.
And it's just floating out there somewhere. We don't know where the fuck it went.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's end this episode, and since we're still waiting on Romeo and stuff, we'll do another little recording for 15-20 minutes, and we can just recap fucking season 1.
Oh,
And we
Jesus.
can
Alright. Sounds good.
do something like that. So yeah. This will end the first of the Sober Ark for most of us. So we'll see y'all degenerates later. Tinky tinks and all that shit. And
Deuces.
goodbye.